guys, in this video I'll be showing you my top 10 most expensive items and most sentimental items. Here we go. Okay guys, let's get stuck into it. So for the first one, number 10, I wasn't really sure how to value this item because I haven't seen many of them around, but it is this item here. So this is a Wizards of the Coast booster pack, a 3 booster pack, so it's got 2 expedition packs and 1, what's that, gym challenge booster. So I haven't seen many of these around, and I think I actually purchased this off eBay, I'm gonna say around 2 years ago for probably $400. So I would expect with the massive rise in Pokemon these days for this to be around, this is just a wild guess, but probably around the 2.5, 3, or maybe even 4, depending on what you price the booster packs at these days. So that's my number 10 item. Okay, on to the next. So my number 9 item is, it's not just 1, it's 4 actually, because it's a part of a collection. So it is the Legendary Collection booster pack set, all PSA 10s. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. So as you can see, we've got all the artworks here. They are my number 9, so I would probably value these guys around the 1.5 K mark per item. These were part of a big deal that I purchased around 3 years ago. I purchased this collection, a base set collection, a first edition jungle collection, and first edition fossil set as well. So I have those in my possession as well. So these are part of a big collection, which is awesome. One little iffy thing that bugs me is the way that PSA have done the booster packs. As you can see, they've folded the top and the bottom bit, which annoys my OCD, but I've heard and I've seen the newer packs and the way that PSA have designed the new graded covers for the new booster packs. They've actually flattened out the booster pack, so there's no bending of the actual pack and no potential damage to the cards. So I'm not too sure if I want to send all of these back just to get them recovered, but in saying that, there's going to be a massive wait for that. So 50-50 on that, but really happy with my number 9. Okay, on to number 8. So if you previously watched my collection video, you would have seen this item already. So it is a first edition base set booster box, but it is empty. It is in okay condition. Like, I'm pretty happy with the way it is at the moment. It is in a protective case, just a plastic one at the moment, whereas all my other sealed ones are in metal. Not metal, but plastic. No, acrylic, sorry, acrylic cases. But yeah, really happy with this one. Something that it's sort of aspiring me to get to the goal that I want to get to in a few years, or however long it takes me to. Just having this in my collection, you know, it reminds me of my goal every day that one day I do want to own a first edition base set booster box, and obviously sealed as well. So having this is an awesome reminder, and just I keep chipping away at the goal, and one day it will become reality, and I'm really excited to look forward to that day, and I hope that day comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. So I value this box around the 2,000 to 3,000 mark, anywhere in between. I've seen some go for quite higher than that or quite lower than that. It depends on, I guess, what site you go on or where you're selling it or who wants to pay what. I can imagine in the time that obviously the whole Logan Paul saga has gone on, and I think he purchased another booster box for X amount of money, which was absolutely ridiculous. So it will be interesting to see where this box gets to. So yeah, that's my number 8. On to number 7. Now, this one, I picked up this item in Perth, WA, when I was on a cricket trip. It was our day off, and I went hunting for Pokemon cards. I went hunting for vintage stores, any Pokemon stores, or even any card stores around, and I managed to stumble across this really cool card store, and I purchased this first edition Shining Magikarp. Have a look at this. Now, I paid $900 for this. I remember as soon as I walked into the store and I saw this, I had no money on me. I said to the guy, I was like, can you please hold onto this? I'll literally go to the bank right now and get cash for you. I have been chasing this card for a while now, and I was so excited to see this card in the shop, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. So this card now, the previous sale on eBay has gone for $6,500. So I'm very excited to see where this card is going to go in a few years, but just really excited to have this in my collection. I love the artwork. Like, I love the shiny Magikarp and the little Magikarps in the background. Just some cards, like I say in my previous videos, sometimes it's not all about the grade, it's all about the artwork, and I absolutely love this card. But for me as a collector, I like having cards in PSA 10. So this is one goal that I was happy to smash out. My next goal is to get the Shining Gyarados as well, so I can have the pair. But no, really excited to have this in my collection, and I'm ecstatic to see the growth in this. And that's my number 7. On to number 6. So this is a unlimited Team Rocket booster box, sealed. I purchased this last year. I managed to purchase this off Facebook. I paid $7,000 for this. The guy was really nice, and he was a young lad. He wanted to put money towards a home, and I totally respect that. But this booster box is worth, so the last sale on eBay went for 16, I think it was 16 or $16,500. So really excited to have this into my collection. Some of the artworks in this set they're beautiful. Like, I know it is Charizard, but the Team Rocket Charizard is bloody beautiful. And I love the evolution, like the evolutions in this as well. So really stoked to have this into my sealed collection. And that's my number 6. Okay, number 5, we have a base set 2 booster box. Now this booster box, unfortunately, there's like a little tear there, but not too worried about that. Now this booster box was part of a deal in my first few years of collecting. This was one of 3 boxes I purchased, but no, really happy to have this in my collection. I think overall I paid somewhere around, I'm gonna say, the $2,500 mark for this, or even less. I was kind of worried. Yeah, I will admit it. I was kind of worried about putting so much money into Pokemon at that stage. Coming into the game, well, not the game, but the collection game. Yeah, I was worried spending that amount of money on Pokemon and actually contacting sellers through Gumtree or Facebook or eBay. I was really scared at the time because I was only so young. But I'm really glad I made those decisions, and looking forward, looking back at the money I spent and the growth of these boxes have been unreal, and I never thought these boxes would get to where they are today. Like, this box sold recently on eBay for $17,000, so that growth in this box alone has been substantial to me. But once again, it's not all about money in the collecting world. You know, I can't see myself ever selling these guys unless I'm really desperate. I guess I said to my partner I would love to pass these down one day to our kids, hopefully, but who knows. Okay, coming in at number 4 is a first edition Gym Heroes booster box. Now, this booster box was part of that deal also, many years ago. I've got to admit, in the years I used to collect when I was younger, I can't really remember many of the Gym Hero cards, but these days I have a complete binder set, and some of the artworks on the Gym Heroes cards are absolutely beautiful. Same as well as the Gym Challenge cards. They're probably some of the best artworks I've ever seen. Just in terms of like the Blaine's Arcanine, the Blaine's Moltres, the Misty's Gyarados. There's just too many to name. But no, really excited to have this in my collection, and excited to add one more to the booster box collection. So that's my number 4. Okay, coming at number 3 is a card I just gave it away, but a card I bought in a bundle. This was in the early years of me collecting. I brought this card, a Gold Star Raikou, a PSA 10 Burning Shadows Charizard, and what did I buy? I think a PSA 10 Liking Rock, I think. And this is the main card. So, PSA 10 Shadowless Venusaur. And as you can see, it is signed by Mr. Arita. So, this is probably up there in my prized possessions. Obviously, when I was quite younger and coming into the collecting world, at the time I didn't realise what I had. So I didn't realise this was a big deal. Let's put it that way. But no, to have this in my collection today, it means so much to me, because first of all, I met Mr. Arita in Tokyo, and to have it signed, but to have a PSA 10 Shadowless Venusaur. I haven't seen many sold on eBay, but there is a few listings on there. Once again, not sold listings, but they're around the 20 to 25,000 mark, and I don't know if that's what they're worth or whatnot, but this is a very valuable card, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there wanting this card. So yeah, that's my number 3. Okay, so my number 2 item is a base set booster box. Now, this was also part of that deal that I brought 3 booster boxes with. Yeah, that was in the first few years of me collecting. Like I said, I made that really big decision to buy these booster boxes, and like I said, I was really scared at the time because I had already been scammed off eBay. I went to purchase one of these boxes for around the $3,000 mark, and I was absolutely scammed. So that was really disappointing, and for me to, I guess, jump on this deal that me and this person had made, at the time I was 50-50 going ahead with it, but I knew this guy was very trustworthy. So for me to go through with that deal, I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy these days about it, and just to have that box rock up to me one day with everything in it, I was so thankful and so glad. But yeah, I'm ecstatic to have this in my collection. This just brings back so many memories. I used to play with these cards all the time when I was so little. I remember going to stores and paying, what, $4 for a base set pack. Mum and Dad spending money on them and giving them to me to open. And I remember just playing cards with my brothers, and just battling all the time, even though we had no idea what we were doing. We just enjoyed it that much, and just the memories that Pokemon give to me is, you know, something that will never be taken away from me. And I'm just thankful for my parents for you know, spending the amount of money they did on me for cards, for toys, for, you know, collection wise, and even putting away stuff for me for the future. Like, I couldn't thank them enough, and I couldn't thank them enough for steering me in this direction as well. So that's my number 2 item. Time for number 1. So if you've watched my previous videos, you would have somewhat of an idea of what this could be. It is a first edition Neo Genesis booster box. Now, the story behind this one is, here in Adelaide they have stores, second-hand stores called Game Traders. I'm not too sure if there's Game Traders around the world, around Australia, or I know there's other sort of second-hand stores, but not sure if there's any Game Traders. There was a Game Traders here in Adelaide that I visited, and I saw this. At the time, I loved booster boxes, and I always dreamt of having one. And I said, as soon as I see one for sale, I am buying it. I saw this at the Game Traders. It was marked for $2,000, and I brought it. Mum told me I was stupid for spending that amount of money on Pokemon cards, and I said to her, watch, you wait and see what this will be worth in a few years' time. Now, previously on eBay, these have been selling between $50,000 to $55,000. That is crazy. I said to Mum the other day, I said, have a look at this. Have a look at what this just sold on eBay. She goes, nah, you're joking. I was like, no, people are paying these, like, that amount of money for these boxes. They're like, and she's like, really? I said, yeah, Pokemon is a big deal. So, I am extremely thankful for myself for making that leap of faith, and getting this box. But like I said, as soon as I saw a booster box, I was getting it 100%, because I always wanted to own a booster box, and I'm really happy that I own 5 these days. I'm hoping one day I can expand that collection. But no, to have something like this, to have this sort of collection that I've grown over the few years is incredible, and I never thought I would get to where I am today with the collection. To have a room dedicated to Pokemon is incredible and unbelievable, and just, I guess, even just to travel to places like Japan and go there for Pokemon events and go there just for Pokemon is bizarre, but you know, it's a passion of mine, it's a love for it, it's a never ending love for it. So that is my number 1. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed that little insight into some of the most valuable items in my collection. Guys, I just really want to quickly say that I am so grateful and so thankful for you guys tuning in and taking the time out of your day to watch my videos, because I am really enjoying this and just showing off my collection and showing you guys sort of the emotional and sort of the connection I have with Pokemon and collecting, because Pokemon to me is a really big part of my life, and I'm sure some people know it but not many. But this is, you know, something I'm really passionate about, and I'm hoping you guys understand and can feel it as well, like on an emotional level. So once again, I'm hoping you guys are really enjoying this content, and please leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.